So I go to an early premiere of this thing. The ticket guy scans my ticket, starts to hand me a poster. I don't need a poster, thanks. He then leans in and says, please take it, man. I don't have a choice. What? I then take a look over my shoulder and I see his manager standing there staring daggers directly into his soul. And then I realize this guy is in a sticky situation right now. I have the chance to be a hero. I got you, dude. Thanks for the poster. I'm so happy to have it. Also, I didn't realize that I made the mistake, once again, of booking a ticket in a 4D theater. A 4DX theater. It wasn't as bad as my John Wick experience, but I'm still pretty beat up. I think I might just be getting too old for this shit. My ass hurts. My knees hurt. So, this story takes place in 1994. A Maguffin shows up in New York City and it brings together these random groups of people and robots for various reasons. The humans are there by chance, the Autobots want to use it to get back to Cybertron, and the Predacons want to use this Maguffin to bring forth a destructive evil that the world has never seen before. And the Maximals know how to stop it. Okay, like all Transformers movies, you got your humans, and you got your group of bad robots, and you got your group of good robots. The main two humans in this are Noah and Elena. They get pulled into this conflict and make the choice to stick with it and see it through to the end for their own reasons. The main character, Noah, is played by Anthony Ramos. I was surprised by this character, and this dude's performance. I almost immediately connected with this guy, and I sympathized with his struggles. And I really appreciate how he stands up for himself and how he stands up for his family. Dominique Fishback. Is that really a name? Fishback? Whatever. I thought her performance was good, but her character was a little bit too much for me to take too seriously. I will chat about that later on. All of the Transformers, they were great. The good, the bad, the beasts, all of them, awesome. Obviously, we love Optimus Prime and we love Bumblebee. What I didn't expect was for Optimus to have a full-blown legitimate character arc. This is an earlier Optimus Prime that doesn't really trust or like humans. And he has to transform into that other Optimus Prime that we know and we love. And he does this throughout the movie by interacting with other characters that he doesn't see eye to eye with. We get a fleshed out Optimus Prime that learns and grows throughout the story. What? Quick note, what does this metal mouth shield actually do? Protect his metal mouth? I was not looking forward to watching Pete fucking Davidson play Mirage, but he did great. And you know what? I kind of loved this character. It's hilarious to see how this type of character pans out when they don't have to speak Michael Bay dialogue. I think the reason this character works is that you have an actual funny person probably riffing and not having to say shit that Michael Bay thinks is funny.
Listen, okay? Don't be sucking the sack, bro.
Which sack? The ball sack.
Dude, what kind of tool are you?
The villains. They are straightforward, superpowered, evil robots. And we also get a little bit of some Galactus going on here too. The Maximals and Optimus Primal are fucking cool. They have a cool backstory. They got a great motivation to be on Earth. Cool designs. Cool. Okay, I can't believe I'm actually gonna say this. I think this is the best Transformers movie. I went in thinking it was gonna be dog shit, and I walked out shocked as fuck. I already thought that Bumblebee was the best Transformers movie. This is better than Bumblebee. If you're sitting there thinking, there's no way this is better than Transformers 1, listen, is it really that far-fetched to think someone else could make a better Transformers movie than Michael fucking Bay?
How many times can you get tased in the nuts before you can't have kids? Huh? You know.
Michael Bay has never been interested in actually telling a good Transformers story. He uses irrational characters with stupid jokes as a vehicle to get to the next action scene. All he cares about is getting to the next action scene. And yeah, he's great with action. but his characters and the dialogue that comes out of their mouth is shitty. And that builds up and leads to shitty storytelling.
I am directly below. Enemy scrotum.
This movie not only has great action, but it's got great characters in a story that has actual depth. Every character here has something to lose and someone to fight for. Noah and Optimus Prime, they don't trust each other, and why should they? They have to build that trust and learn to compromise and work together to save the fucking planet. The runtime is 2 hours and 15 minutes, and that time is used to build character and develop a compelling story. The director of this was ambitious and truly gave a shit about telling a great Transformers story. He made it nostalgic and heartfelt, and to my surprise, kinda scary sometimes. The main theme here is protecting your family, and would you be willing to sacrifice another family to protect your own? That alone is deeper than anything Michael Bay has ever given this franchise. And that conflict is what kept me so invested. Eventually these characters have to compromise and make sacrifices. They have to lose something to gain something. There's so much good storytelling that's present here. And that story was so much more than what I was ready to see. I was so surprised. Okay, I did have a couple of issues. This takes place in 1994, and for the most part, they nailed that vibe and the nostalgic references, but they kept it subtle. However, there were a few times where the characters used phrases that were not in the 90s, like squad up. I don't ever remember saying squad up in the 90s. I was there. That's just a minor nitpick, though. It doesn't really affect the story. It's not really important. My primary issue was this character in general. For lack of a better term, she's kind of a Mary Sue. This chick had a solution for literally everything and was insanely knowledgeable about every single culture in all of history. In a world before the internet, this knowledge would have been incredibly hard to achieve. It was just a little far-fetched for me. However, in a world where robots disguise themselves as cars, it's probably not that big of a deal. Transformers: Rise of the Beasts is not only a surprisingly great movie, it's one of the best, if not the best, in the entire franchise. And I think you should see it in the theater. It's an awesome summer blockbuster. Okay? See ya! Subscribe! I've been working on my Optimus Prime voice.
Optimus Prime. I am Optimus Prime. Bumblebee. Cybertron.